Hello everyone, welcome back. We'll be continuing our PCG series. Today we'll be seeing how to make this modular wall with a customizable door to it. You can have as many doors as you want. It's easily customizable. The door itself is made with a spline, so you can have as much length as possible. So let's start. So first things first, we need to enable the PCG plugin. So if you don't have that, make sure it's enabled. So for this tutorial, I'll be using these two assets which I have for demonstration. So you all can use any assets you all want and any number of customizations, but make sure all the assets have the same pivot point as you can see here, and the dimensions of all the assets are same. Apart from that, you can have any number of parts like windows and anything. As you'll see, the tool is quite easily customizable, which we'll be making. So in your content browser, we will be making three new things. First is an actor blueprint. We'll name it, let's say, BP underscore wall. Yeah, so an actor blueprint. The second will be a PCG graph. Let's name it same, PCG underscore wall. And the third one will be another actor blueprint. We'll call this one BP underscore gate. So yeah, so you can save all of it. So let's open our BP underscore wall. So first thing I like to do is add a scene component and make that the root. You don't have to follow this, but you can do that. Next thing is I'll be adding a spline component. So this is what we'll be using for the length of our walls. I'll just increase the default length a bit. And the last will be a PCG component. And we will assign the graph we just created to the PCG component, PCG wall, and compile and save. That's all you need to do with the actor blueprint. You can drag it into the level, as you can see. So we'll be requiring a bigger wall for testing. So let's just increase the length of the spline. Yeah, so that's all we need to do inside the actor. So let's move on to the PCG graph. So open up your PCG graph. So inside this, first thing we'll be doing is getting the spline data. So get spline data. And the next thing we want to do is add a spline sampler node. So inside the mode, I'll be changing the mode of the spline sampler to distance. And I'm not sure about the scale. Let's just keep the distance at 50 for now. And next thing you want to do is add a static mesh spawner. And I'll be assigning the wall. Let me just look for it. No, I think I had saved it. Oh yeah. So I'll be assigning our wall in the descriptor of the static mesh spawner. So let's see how it looks inside the level. So yeah, if you can see, the distance is quite less, and also the walls are rotated. So let's fix that. First thing is let's say decrease the distance a bit, and just before the static mesh spawner, let's add a transform points node. So you can cancel the connection and add a new connection, and change the rotation min and max z values to 90. So let's see. So the rotation is fixed, but now I think that there's some problem with the distance. I'll just minimize the graph, and let's change the distance to 150. That's too much. I think we'll have to increase the distance, not decrease. Sorry. So yeah, we'll have to increase. So from here it's more of R&D. If you have your own models, so just keep tweaking the distance till you find the right one. So we are almost there. I think 200. Yeah, this looks good for me. So if I just increase the spine length, yeah, this seems fine. I think there's still a small gap, so probably 197. No, it's overlapping here. If you see 199, I think. Yeah, this should work. So we are done with creating the wall part. Let's move on to creating the gate. So for the gate to work, first thing we need to do is open the blueprint BP_gate which we made, and I'll add a box collision, and that's all we need to add. One more thing we need to do is select the root and search for tags and add a gate tag, and that's done. You can just add it inside the level. Make sure it overlaps your wall. I'll just increase the scale a bit so that you can see it properly. Now come back to your graph, and first thing we'll need to do is add and get actor data node, and change the actor filter to all world actors. We need to do mesh overlap self to true, and in tag add the tag and select multiple also true. So now that is done, from the transform points node you can just add an difference node, and for the difference we'll select our actor data and connect this to the static mesh spawner node. Now in your level, if you just move this a bit, yeah, you can see that it is removing the wall from wherever you have your BP_gate. You can duplicate it as well, so if you need multiple gates. And so next thing we need to do is spawn the door mesh here. So for the door, open up your graph again, and let's see. So from your transform points we have the difference. So now you want to get the intersection node, so type in intersection, yes, and plug in the same get actor data. I think it's just adjust how it looks, and add the same static mesh spawner to the node, and in the description just change the static mesh spawner to the one which you want, like the gate one. And once that is done, we just go to the level and see how it looks, and there you go. So you can use this actor to change your PCG however you want. It is a very easy and simple and efficient way. If you need, you can add, let's say, windows or anything you want in that sense in the same manner. So it does comes in handy. It will decrease your time quite a bit. Let's say if you want, you can add like doors like this to the same PCG graph. Let me know if you want a part 2 of the tutorial where I'll add some, let's say, windows and proper doors with some staircase or something. Let me know if you want that. Do subscribe to the channel. It really helps me to grow. Thank you.